Greetings, dear viewers. Peace be upon you. I pray that you are safe and in good health wherever part of this world you may be. This is your host, Kaboyat, and this is my Kaboyat Construction Industry Forum on my YouTube channel, Kapehan kay Kaboyat. Once again, I welcome you to episode 3 video of General Building Construction Project Inspectorate Orientation entitled Common General Construction Project Control Procedure. Here, in Chapter 5, I shall discuss to you using a flowchart the project construction control procedure. Disclaimer lang po. Since this is my first published series of videos, I want to make clear that I do not claim that this series of videos I published are in itself perfect. The content of this General Building Project Inspectorate Orientation video comes only from my 30 years of professional practice and the trainings I gained in the construction industry. On the other hand, however, I would appreciate any suggestions and or advices from those who have a good building project inspectorate experience or background, or from those who are more knowledgeable than I am in the field of general building inspectorate that could contribute and further enrich the contents of my video. After all, the main objective here is to fill the shortage of inspectorate requirement in the construction industry, and most of all, help our promising young professional engineers in their successful journey in the construction industry. Likewise, maintain the recognition and respect we, the OFW professional, had obtained from our employers and our foreign national professional counterparts while performing our professional function working overseas. So let's start the orientation. When the contractor receives the approval of project final testing and commissioning reports, the contractor can now proceed handing over the project to the owner through the project architect or engineer following the control process defined here under. I mean, the control procedure process. Step 1, the contractor submit request for project handover to our to project architect engineer through the consultant. The output document of the contractor is a request letter for project handover. The project architect then, through the consultant, send formal project manager instruction, PMI for short, stating schedule date and time of a joint snag listing of the project. And this would be attended by the project architect engineer, the project designer, the QS consultant, and the construction management consultant or the construction supervision consultant together with the contractor, supplier, manufacturer. Then the project architect engineer together with the project designers, the QS consultant, the construction management consultant or the construction supervision consultant conducts a joint snag listing with the assistance of the contractor, supplier, manufacturer. After the joint snag listing, the consultant collate all the snag list made by the project architect engineer, the project designer, and the QS consultant and collate them to one joint project snag list to be signed by the project architect engineer, the project designer, the QS consultant, the and the consultants, the construction management consultant or the construction supervision consultant, and shall be acknowledged by the contractor, supplier, manufacturer. The output document would be a signed joint project snag list. Then the project architect engineer issue a formal PMI attaching the joint project snag list to the contractor through the consultant so they can correct or rectify or modify to close all the items listed in the joint project snag list. The output document is a PMI attached with the signed joint project snag list. Upon receiving the PMI, the consultant prepare and issue a site instruction or SI for short to contractor attaching the architect engineer PMI with design joint project snag list. The contractor then immediately perform the necessary required corrective and or rectification or modification actions to close each item in design joint project snag list and resubmit request for project handover to the project architect engineer through the consultant attaching the completed joint project snag list and the required handover documents as per contract condition. Upon receipt of this, the project architect engineer through the consultant again send a formal PMI stating schedule, date, and time for a joint inspection to check and verify required actions performed to close the joint project snag list. If they are properly done to the satisfaction of the engineer, attendees are the consultant, the project architect engineer, the project designers, the QS consultant, together with the contractor, supplier, manufacturer. On the date specified in the PMI, the consultant, the project architect engineer, the designer, and the QS consultant conduct inspection with the assistance of the contractor, supplier, manufacturer to check and verify if contractor, supplier, manufacturer perform actions are satisfactory or acceptable to close the joint project snag list. After this, the project architect engineer make recommendation to the owner. Then the owner, upon the recommendation of the project architect engineer, decides and issue owner's formal decision to the project architect engineer. Then the project architect engineer, through the consultant, again issue a formal PMI attaching the owner's formal decision. The consultant prepare an SI attaching the PMI and the owner's decision and transmit it to the contractor. If not accepted, the contractor perform the necessary required corrective action per owner's command and repeat the process again. Now, on the other hand, if it is accepted, the owner accepted it, the project architect engineer then prepares a certificate of completion, COC for short, to be signed by the delegated owner's representative as per contract condition, and attaches the list of outstanding defects to be completed within an specified time plus any additional condition. The output document is an owner signed COC attached with the list of outstanding defects to be completed. Take note, the signatory of the work certificate of completion is the person authorized by in the conditions of contract. This may vary, and the person may be the owner or the architect, project architect engineer, or the consultant. Now, upon receipt from the project architect engineer of the COC design on the owner signed COC, the consultant formally transmit this to the contractor to be signed, and the output document is a formal transmittal attaching the owner signed COC for signature of the contractor owner authorized signatory. Then, the contractor authorized signatory signed the COC, retain one copy of the COC, and transmit back to consultant the COC signed by the contractor authorized signatory. The consultant then formally transmit this COC signed by the contractor authorized signatory back to the owner through the project architect engineer, and the consultant retain a copy, a COC photocopy, and copy furnish the project designer and the QS consultant. And this ends the handover closeout control process. At this point, the contractor may proceed to request the release of payment of retention. Now, this concludes Episode 3, Chapter 5 of Common General Construction Project Control Procedure. Once again, I repeat, I do not claim that this series of videos I publish are in itself perfect. The content of this General Building Project Inspectorate orientation comes only from my 30 years of professional practice and the trainings I gained in the construction industry. However, I welcome any suggestions and or advices from those who have good building project understanding and experience, or from those who are more knowledgeable than I am in the field of general building project inspectorate, that could contribute to further enrich the contents of these videos. After all, the main intention of this series of videos on general building project inspectorate orientation is just to provide a basic orientation on general building project inspectorate to all new engineers who are aspiring to join the booming construction industry for the first time. And I am hoping and praying that the contents of these videos, episode 1 to 4, if totally viewed by the subscribers, can at least contribute somehow to our new aspiring architect engineers to be recruited and or employed by prospective prestigious contracting and or consulting firms here and abroad. But before I sign out, If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I will appreciate it very much if you click that red subscription button as well as the notification bell so you can be notified of my next and succeeding videos. And if you like me to continue producing this kind of videos, please click the like button, then share this video to other new engineers, especially your friends, so they too can possibly benefit from Cowboy at Construction Industry Forum videos. Thank you and God bless you. Oh, before I forgot, if you have any comments and or suggestions, feel free to write them on the comment section below so I can read them and respond to you on my next videos. I hope that this project inspectorate orientation provides you an understanding of general building inspectorate that will boost your confidence, especially during your personal job interview, to convince your interviewer to hire you for the job. Until then, this is your host, Kaboyet, on Kaboyet Construction Industry Forum on my YouTube channel, Kapihan kay Kaboyet, saying God bless us all and may God protect us all always. This is your Kaboyet now signing off.